you're just jumping over the B part and go and try to think about the C, but you're at A and you're not considering B. You're just thinking about and living at C when you're not at C level yet. That's funny. Yeah, so that's the issue. Like, it would make more sense. Yeah, everything's coming together once again. If we have some kind of way of having these programs, which and granted, it's a lot of students in high school. I understand it's a lot of students, so that's a lot of time. But if you just get it like matched up, like get like 20 students to go to a different fire station where firemen do their stuff, you train them, whatever. Let me see. 25 students, 30 students want to be cops. Same thing. Same thing with teachers. The only thing that would suck if you choose to be if on your list that your aptitude test say, yeah, you'll be a great teacher. You're like, shit. You're forced to shadow a teacher. I don't think you should necessarily shadow your teacher that you took the class with. I think you should shadow a specific teacher or a teacher of the, like, let's say
of the subject you.
Yeah.
Certain subject. Like, for example, the person want to be a history teacher. Why would you shadow him with an English teacher?
Yeah, that's stupid.
If you want to be a history, so you need to be shadowing a history.
Yeah, and even if you already have history class, you shouldn't be
doing that.
Yeah, I would say don't go to your history teacher. Like, go to a history teacher that's not your history teacher, so you can learn. So it won't be biased whatsoever. At the end of the day, they'll have the bias like, oh, this is still a student, but at the end of the day, they don't know you because they don't. You're not in their class, freaking 4 or 5 days a week, or 3 to 5 days a week, I should say. So I mean that's one thing. But yeah, I've been trying to pull the pressure off myself at the same time. I gotta put the pressure on myself so I can do better in life, because I don't want to be the same place I am by the time my 10th high school reunion, which is coming very soon, happens.
Shoot, man. Then again, a lot of folks, when you see your 10th year, they're not going to be doing too much anything themselves.
I know, but
most of them are not. Only a handful are actually going to be in pretty decent careers. The majority are just going to be mid to low end mediocre. I'm telling you, that's what's going to really be. Because
hey, pretty good. How are you?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because in high school, in school, I look at all the different people and what they do. I would say maybe. See, chick had a crush on. She a webmaster. That's it. That's all she does, and she lives in my hometown. So I don't know who she worked for. I don't know what she worked for the high school or worked for the college. But that's all she is, a webmaster. One dude went to high school. He works at the Nuclear Regulatory Commission.
Dang.
And another chick, she graduated a year after I did. I think she's some type of director in Research Triangle Park in Durham. Another chick, she pretty much. She works at Wells Fargo. That's all I know. I can't remember exactly what capacity. But for the most part, most people, they're not doing too much anything. One person, he's a card salesman.
That's still fine. If it's like
you don't own a dealership, you're just a car salesman.
I know, and I don't want to put one of these things just because it's. I'm not trying to be an a-hole, but I would say if it's like one of the reputable car dealerships, like Pearson, Hyundai or some crap like that, then sure. But if it's like a rinky-dink kind of hood one that you feel like you're going to get knocked over the back of the head with...
Not a hood one.
Okay.
And then another dude, went to school with, he's a barber. But other than that, everybody else, if they went to college or whatever, they might have done some regular shit, like, maybe an accountant or something. Most time... And
that's accountant's decent, too. It's good. I'm not too good with that.
Most of them are just raising families now. That's really it.
And again, that's bless you. I'm not shitting on that either. It's perfectly fine. I'm just saying, as long as you're not not doing anything, not trying to achieve better, or not having a stable life in which you have to worry about the cops over your shoulder constantly, or have to worry about a mobster breaking your knees for not paying for a loan shark breaking your knees for not paying them back or some crap like that. As long as it's not like that level, like even as you say, mediocre jobs is fine, because as long as you're trying to work towards something in the future, it's perfectly fine if you're there. I'm just saying, personally, for me, I want to be able to go up there because I had a bad reputation in my high school career, so I just want to go back and say, hey, I made this of myself, so not even necessarily to rub people's face, but like, hey guys, last time you see me, I wasn't doing so well, but now this is what I am, this is what I achieved after I rebound from that issue.
Yeah. A lot of people be like that, and you see how they do, and be like, damn, he ain't doing too much of anything. I mean, that's why in my 30s, I see like in my age, they're just mediocre to me. You know, they may get up on the Instagram, get up on Facebook, about I'm doing this, doing that, or show pictures and this and that. Like, okay, all right, kudos, good for you. And I'd be like, then they want to see what I'm doing. Like, bro, all I do is I'm a security officer. Now an armed security officer. I work at Kmart, so that's retail. And I go home and I play Star Trek online. I go to the gym in the morning. That's regular shit.
Yeah, and for now that's good for you. You're happy. At the end of the day, this is not to shit on people who have like quote unquote basic jobs or 9 to 5 jobs or whatever, or even people that work overnight, in which those overnights are terrible. Yeah. God, it's not to shit on people like that. It's not to shit on people at all, because at the end of the day, like, it's going to be more. Obviously, it's always going to be that 1% of people who control everything, who don't have to get up every morning to go to work, who just.
Is that really true? They just a gimmick.
Maybe, but yeah, like I was saying, you like happiness is again in the eye of the beholder, just like beauty's or another person's trash. Like everything is from that person's personal perspective. So that person that just raising a family, working 9 to 5 job, whatever, that may be
what makes them happy.
Yeah, it makes them happy. What's good for them, what they worked to achieve and maintain every day. Some person like, I don't want a family. I want to work to achieve X, whatever. Or I already have a family. I'm happy with the family, but I want to work to achieve past this. Or someone's like, all right, I already achieved this. I want to go back and achieve a happy relationship, and they may have to give up some business ventures just to achieve that. And some people who are even lower than that, no offense, probably like going back to the whole porno star, or working at a Hardee's or McDonald's or Sheetz or whatever. And it's doing it for them to pay their bills to finish college, and then at the college they're like, oh, well, I don't know what to do. I'm just going to continue working this place until I figure out what the hell I want to do. And maybe that's okay for them. Maybe some people
actually end up owning the place.
Yeah, they might just be working at that fast food franchise, finishing their degree, so they can have that paperwork and like, hey, I'm applying for this management position, and they're like, hey, I'm applying to be the owner of this said franchise or whatever. Like, you can even do that. Even if you work at a bad place, you can always rise from the bad place, stay in that bad place, and raise up in the ranks and soon own the crowd.
Yeah, I mean, that can easily happen. A lot of people can find themselves in successful positions in places that they never intended to be a part of their success. You may mess around and actually find yourself being general regional manager for a company that you only applied to just to get a little money to go to college.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, once you get to college, somebody, hold up, this person got been in this place this long, they got a degree. Let's go ahead and get them.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, you're a general manager managing an entire area worth of franchises, and all you did was just got your degree for something because the right person saw that, good person for the job. Okay, they know what they're doing because they've been there. So a lot of people's success, they never know where their success may really come from in the end. Sometimes you may end up being what you didn't think you're going to be, and be extremely successful and rich.
That's true. This manager, when I got my job at Little Caesars back in the day, he said he worked out at a Basics Little Caesars, like one of the first Little Caesars that became franchise, whatever. And he's like not a VP, some high number level executive crap, whatever. He was talking to us when we were doing our orientation for Little Caesars. So yeah, and even like a fictional person did this exact same thing. Michael Scott from The Office, good example as well. Even though he's not a real person, he worked at a damn paper company selling paper, and he somehow rose up to be a manager of that particular region in Pennsylvania. Yeah. Now, granted, that's fake, but that's still, compare it to the Little Caesars story I just told you, which is real. Same thing.
Yeah, you can act.
We even have a former coworker who was just the same level as us, and she has a degree. She applied for the job or whatever, and now she's our boss. So
that's how it be. Many times I've seen people, end up rising up through the company. It happens quite often. Mm-hmm. So success is all around you. I'll tell anybody, like, all the person got to do is decide where they're going to be. Sometimes life may decide for you. You may find yourself being a spot you didn't think you would be, making that money. So given that lifestyle, like, yeah, you say you want a lifestyle. He wasn't really specific on how you want to go about it. So like, okay, just give him this path. He'll follow that path. He'll be successful with it.
Yeah, now for me, I just gotta can just figure out how I'm gonna put the things I got so far into place and just move on to the next level of what I want to do instead of what I want/need to do.
Or you can always go to school and learn how to build a master control program in a server and take over the world.
Maybe.
If you're into that sort of thing.
Maybe. All right, guys. Peace.